Hello everybody and welcome to the event review for the upcoming event Nile Heroes. This will be for the week of August the 23rd, 2024. And this week has the new Transcendence hero, Melissa. And I've been honestly very curious to see how they were going to integrate the Transcendence hero events that they've always had with the new style of Treasury event, where you get your gold coins or whatever and you trade them in at a store to get all sorts of interesting things. So you expect, the summon event is going to be the same. You get your prayer hero of your choice, which is nice. Palace of Eternity, Palace of Crystal. But there is no treasury. It's just the same old Star Store that we've had forever. There are a few differences, and I'll get into them in a second, but basically this is one of the old Transcendence events from a couple months ago, mostly unchanged. So I'm a little disappointed by that. I was very curious about how they were going to structure this, but I'm disappointed in the sense of I was curious. It's not a bad event. I don't want to be too negative towards the event. It isn't terrible, but it isn't something interesting the way I was hoping it would be. So as someone who makes videos, as someone who likes talking about this stuff and who has to talk about this stuff every week, I'm a little disappointed by it. But as a player, I'm not too bothered. So the numbers are basically the same as ever. This is a $97 relay package that gets you 100 of these guys. You get 50 for your 5 stars. If you're more than a week or two old, you can manage that. You get 50 for Awakening 25 heroes. That's a little more expensive, but might be doable. Usually you get a few of these and don't do too many. If you do your full 2,000 scrolls, you get 200. And if you spend 800 bucks, you get 800. Don't spend 800 bucks in this event. It's not worth it. But it's there for reference. Basically then as you go through, 60 is an easy one at free to play because you get 50 just from your 5-star heroes. You'll probably get a couple of free awakenings during the week, so it's like 60 scrolls. That's easy to get to. So take your 10-star if you're really new. For most older players, you either want the skin for Cloud Island or a bunch of master toolboxes and such. If you're willing to invest a little more into it, do some awakens, use some scrolls, maybe spend a few bucks, you can get to the 130, 140 level, maybe 180 as well. 180 is a little harder, but yeah. And the one thing I do like about this that I don't think they've done in past is origin artifacts here. These have normally been a lot harder to get than this, and my main is still just sitting on the 3 of them, and I want a Splendid, so I'm going to probably go for this guy on my main. So that's nice. And it comes with an orange treasure thrown in, which also nothing to sneeze at there. But there's nothing really compelling here. You can buy each of these twice and each of these once as usual. So top rewards is 4 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 for 800 bucks is not worth it. Even before the treasury events that started giving you 20 or 30 for that price, 11 was not a good deal here. So definitely don't max it. I would say for the reasonably high spenders, who are the ones who would have Nirvana heroes with the stuff awakened, then 180 is doable. You can even push to 360. But note that 360 only gets you a pink chest or 1E for these two. Unless you need this guy, going to 360 doesn't really help you much. Or Destiny materials, of course. But if you're going for these guys, stop at 180. Or go to 540 and get 2 lots. But 540 is not the cheapest. In order to get to 540, you're looking at all your scrolls, all your free-to-play stuff for 300. Relay package gets you another 100 for 400. You spent 97 bucks in the relay package, that's 497. Another 43 bucks will get you to 540, which is what you need for these guys. So 140 bucks, but if you're the sort of person who needs this stuff at all, 140 bucks is not a lot for you. You've probably been a much bigger spender than that. So that's something to consider for higher spenders. For lower spenders, the one other thing I will note is this is Destiny material at a cheaper rate. So it's not at the 130 level, but it is the 140. And this is why you might go for 140 over 130 is to get your Star Vein. So you can stretch a little to get to 140 if that's something you need. On top of that, there's the Transcendence fight. For anyone who hasn't seen one of these before, get on Discord, find friends who've got the necessary heroes, and you'll get most of these rewards for free. Just a single friend fight with someone who's got all 6 of them will get you everything here except the relics. The relics require you to have 6 of your own, so that's much harder. And 6 of the last 12 Transcenders, not just any 6. There is a Gala, but this is a Gala for Melissa copies only. You cannot awaken other heroes for this. It is only Melissa copies. But the upside is it's a fairly cheap artifact. 10, 12 awakens, maybe a little less with a stone, will get you to 60. usually. RNG, of course, but about a dozen. So if you need an artifact, if you want to awaken some Melissas, this isn't a bad place to do it. But it's nothing special. It's nice little throw-in. Soulstone Soar is, again, nice little throw-in, nothing special. And the relay package, the full price is around the Chinese, but basically it works out to, for every one of these you see, it's $1. Except at the last level there's 53, but it's only $50. And this is the standard relay. It's $97. You get your artifact essence, you get your stellar and your crystals and your prism starries and some cores and event currency and such. Standard relay isn't bad, but it's nothing special. So yeah, I wouldn't go heavy into this unless you're trying to like spend a few bucks to get a little higher in the store, because basically with the relay, every dollar you spend gets you one here, but it also gets you one here. So effectively you're getting twice the currency per dollar that you get anywhere else, which is nice. So if you want to spend a little bit on this event, relay is not a bad way to do it. $27, for example, gets you down to here. Where is it? Down to here with the artifact essence and such. That's 54 points plus 50 for getting your heroes is 104. A couple free awakenings during the week, a couple iron scrolls, and you're up to 130. So if you want to spend a little bit on the event, that's not a bad way to do it. Other than that, there's value packs. They're not good, really, unless you want to buy a few train tickets for contract starries or something. Then it's all right, but nothing special. I'm glad to see the train tickets are in here. Although, in terms of things they've changed recently, I will point out other relay packages we've seen recently, including the one this week, have a freebie at this level. This one doesn't, which really brings home that whole, like, this is a copy-paste event feeling to it. They didn't bring that in, which they've had for like a month now, so sadly DH is occasionally a bit lazy. Now, it's not a bad event. I call it probably C+ tier. Like, it's nothing special, but it's not bad. But it's not one to invest a lot in. Maybe do some scrolls, maybe do a few awakens, maybe spend a few bucks, but don't go ham on this. It's not worth it. Save it for an event that rewards your spending a lot better than this one does. But hey, grab an origin artifact, grab a bit of Spirit Vein, grab some of this fancy pants stuff if you need it. Take a look at the event, but it's something to get a little bit. It's not something to go crazy on. Anyway, that's about all I've got time for this one, but it's also about all I've got to say. This is less interesting as a video than I was hoping it'd be. But in any case, I will talk to you all next week. Thanks. Bye.